All right, gang, the big old full moon is gone. What's next for us?
Yeah,
Janet?
and I'm really glad that supermoon is gone and there was nothing to it. So,
Okay.
But what we do have is Mercury, the planet of communication, changing signs, and Mercury is.
Wait a minute, it's not going retrograde.
No, God, no. We just got over that, and I just can't take that again right now. That needs to be 90 days from now.
I heard that. Go ahead.
So yes, Mercury, planet of communication, has finally caught up to where the sun is, which is a good sign, and it's gone into the sign of Taurus. So I thought I would go through all 12 signs and see what they can expect, where their conscious mind is going to be. For Tauruses have an idea. They've had this idea, it's been cogitating, gnatting around in their heads, probably since last June, July, and August, and then it all fell apart, and now all of a sudden it has been resurrected, and it gets resurrected between now and the next 3 weeks or so. And so Mercury then ends up, in about 2 weeks, co-joined with Jupiter. So whatever that plan was, it gets revised, and it ends up being a rather lucrative thing for the Taurus. So
Ooh,
that's
you
good
go,
news
Pat.
for Pat. For Gemini, it's not such good news. Mercury is going into Taurus. It's been in their 11th house of hopes, wishes, goals, and objectives. And now it's going into Taurus, which is behind their sun sign. And Geminis are going to have to bite their tongue. They're going to have to not say what they want to say. Because it's best if they because if they do, their own words are going to come back to haunt them, to be used against them. So the very best thing for Gemini is to sit down, shut up, and try and stay out of the line of fire if you can. For Cancers, it's a pretty good combination for them. Mercury has gone into their 11th house of hopes, wishes, goals, and objectives, and Cancers get to achieve a goal or objective that they hoped to bring to be last June, July, and August. But now all the details have shaken out. And it actually comes to be through the help of their female friends rather than their male friends for Cancers.
All right, what about my sign?
For Leos, Mercury at the top of their chart, time to put their money where their professional mouth is. And they are going to be called to defend their professional decisions that they've made since last June, July, and August. And where they thought they were going to be last June, July, and August is actually where it is that they end up. And to the Leo, I say there is a time and a place to stand your ground. And this one, when you know what it is and how to do it better than anybody else, that's the right time to stand your ground.
Gotcha.
For Virgos, important matters at a distance, legal matters, educational matters. The law is actually on the Virgo side, and when the law is on your side, you don't have to club people over the head with it, you simply use it. And Virgos also get the chance to reach a much broader audience with their words, which is a very cool thing as well. For Libras, it's in the 8th house of other people's money flowing their way. Libras want to make more money, but not through more effort, which is kind of nice. This is not earned income. This is unearned income. This is benefiting from other people's resources flowing your way. So if Mason gets a better gig, you end up with a better gig to go along with it.
It's Andrew's going out to the Hard Rock and score again. That's what he's going to do.
No, what a fun place that is. Holy mackerel. That's also a good place to work, I heard. But for Libras, unearned benefits flow their way. The money flow flows their way. For Scorpio, it's in their 7th house of partners. And Scorpios, they're going to feel like they are under the gun, and they have to defend every single thing that they've done. And a lot of times it's not really defensible. So out of all the signs in the zodiac, I think they struggle the absolute most of this because they feel that everybody is attacking them, that they have no ability to discern constructive criticism because they just feel like it's a personal attack. Sagittarians, their work increases and they get to make more money through their words as well. They get to do more work. I don't know that they get more money from it, but they get to do more work, and some obstacle that had been in their path gets out of that. For Capricorn, they just want to have fun, amusements, pleasures, sports. And Capricorns, take a little bit of a gamble, because that's also the 5th house. I'm not saying a financial gamble like at the Hard Rock, but nothing ventured, nothing gained is sort of the advice to Capricorns. To Aquarians, they are sticking close to home. They've got issues they need to deal with at home, probably involving younger people or their home itself. And ordinarily I'd say, don't do that, go out and take on the world. But in this case, Aquarians need to deal with those issues at home. For Pisces, it's in their 3rd house of day-to-day living. The pace of their day-to-day living picks up, and they get either to go back to some sort of school, remedial education, additional education, some kind of certification goes their way, and they should take advantage of that if it's offered to them. And then for Aries, the last time we're going to talk about, it's in their 2nd house of money, and Aries are all about making more money through their own efforts. Hard work will pay off for an Aries, and they also, something that they only dreamed about last summer, June, July, August, comes to be in a money-making capacity for them. So that's good news. So that's tomorrow's news today for the 12 signs of the zodiac.
Thank you, ma'am. We'll see you next week.
Always a pleasure.